Hello, stationers. Welcome back for another episode of Micro Minutes. Today, we are going to be focusing on building a basic airlock. When you first land, you have everything that you need to build a basic airlock. And I'll show you right now just kind of how to set it up. And here we go. So, first thing that we're going to do is I like to just lay it out. So I'll take my door. We'll just say that out here will be it. So I like the glass doors. So I'll place two glass doors on the same frame. So all the connections will be to the inside. So come over, grab my walls, just do the walls. Oh yeah, crowbar. Just force that open. If a door is unpowered like this or not locked by data systems, you can use a crowbar to force it open, as you see. You also use the crowbar to reclose it. Okay, so now we got the basic frame. You're going to need two doors because you need, of course, the airlock itself. Next, you're going to want a power controller. I am a huge fan of power controllers, honestly, because they are lifesavers. If power ever goes out in your base, at least you still have access to your airlock. You don't want to get stuck inside. Let me just toss the battery inside. There. Okay. Problem solved. Oh, I forgot. There. Problem solved. Yeah, I know there's an error. That's okay. Okay, so get it wired up so it's not yelling at me. Now, as much as it's nice to get an airlock set up early, to at least have your base going, I don't recommend focusing too much on the atmospherics right away. And I'll be explaining that in a later video. So I'm going to take this cable coil. Alright, so now you got your APC down, you've got your basic frame. What we want to do now is set up our basic components. So first we're going to take a console. Again, it comes inside your little starter kit. We're going to pop it down. It's just sitting in there. One console, that's all you need. Go over, take an airlock chip, pop it inside, glass it up. Console is done. Now we're going to take an active vent, make the power to the bottom, piping to the top. In this game, pipes themselves also have pressure thresholds. So when you are starting your first airlock, you don't necessarily need it to go somewhere. You could just throw a few pipes if you want, line it along the door. I'm just doing this so it's visible. This is more than enough pipe to hold the amount of pressure that would be inside this airlock. So once it sucks it out, it's just going to store it in there. When you cycle the airlock back in, it will just push all the air back out. This way, it's a closed system. You don't have to worry about it. So we'll put that in there. Next, you're going to need a sensor because you need a gas sensor, which will sense the gas in the room. It will let the system know the temperature, the pressure. So we got the pipes in. Now, what we're going to want to do is wire these in. Turn that off so you guys can see better. So those are all connected. Drop it out. Boom. We have power. So, I want to get, now with these hooked up to the APC, you want to get your airlock, your doors themselves, onto the same system. But again, you want them all connected. So, Line it up here. 3, 1, 2, 3, bam. Okay, all the cabling is done. Now, when you turn this on, you'll see error in config. This is what the data disks are for. Okay, data disks are what enable you to configure things. So you'll see it in the side. Now, labeling in this game is very important, and you will see why in a second here. So we'll pop this in, boom, mode control setup. The first thing it's going to ask me, you can see these green parts are what it's basically requesting you to mark it as. So active vent, okay, it's the vent, done, it's green. Gas sensor as the sensor for the system, done. Now it says glass door exterior. Once you click one, it gives you the interior option. This is where the labeling comes in real important. So you want to label your airlock exterior. Again, label it whatever you want to label it as long as you know what exactly you're trying to use. So label those two. One interior, one exterior. So we'll come in here. Now you can see airlock interior and exterior, and it's asking. So we'll go exterior and interior. There. Now those are all hooked up. We'll take the data disk out, and it is functional. Now how these work is default. These will pressurize to 100 kPa. So if you have any sort of atmosphere in here, it will go once it hits 100 kPa, the pressurize will finish, and your interior door will open. And as you see, if you hit cancel, it just lets you through. So you come out, cycle to exterior, it will depressurize, go down to 0 kPa, sucking everything up into the vent to allow you to go through. And there you have it. So that is how you complete a basic airlock. You don't even need the console. If you want, you can just hit the buttons, turn the console off to save power. But since you don't have any pressure or atmosphere to accumulate in here, it will get stuck on the pressurized phase, so you will have to hit cancel pressurize. And yes, and that is all that you need to create a basic airlock. Just real simple, 2 doors, 4 devices, and a battery. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this helped you.